Championship ring.
She is so breaking up with him. Let's go LivDom. WWE fans extremely divided over Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio's ongoing situation. Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio's on-screen relationship in WWE has garnered more attention for the Judgment Day and advanced the faction storyline in the past few months. However, fans are extremely divided. Some want the couple to break up, while others think that it is not happening anytime soon. Last year, Liv Morgan infiltrated the Judgment Day and took everything away from Rhea Ripley as the faction booted the Terror Twins out for good. This also led to the beginning of a new relationship between Morgan and Dominik Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. Lately, Dirty Dom has been in the doghouse after Liv Morgan lost the Women's World Championship to Rhea Ripley. On the recent edition of WWE RAW, more tension was teased between the popular couple, which eventually ended on a positive note. After the show, fans reacted to the segment and questioned where the storyline would lead heading into WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. While many believe Mysterio will get dumped in the coming weeks, others believe LivDom increases views for WWE, and they won't break up anytime soon. She is so breaking up with him, one fan wrote. She's done with him. Time for them split anyway, another fan wrote. While many are expecting a split, some want LivDom to remain strong in the coming weeks. Let's go LivDom is back, one fan said. We all know Liv couldn't stay mad. Another fan said, Liv Morgan explains how she fell for Dominik Mysterio on WWE RAW. Last year, Liv Morgan devised a master plan to exploit the Judgment Day and rule the women's division on Monday Night Raw. However, the plan didn't go accordingly, as she claims to have fallen for Dominik Mysterio by accident. In an interview on Ringside Fest 2024, the former Women's World Champion explained she got close to Dominik Mysterio to make Rhea Ripley jealous. However, one thing led to another, and she fell for Dirty Dom on WWE RAW. To be honest, I only wanted to lure Dominik Mysterio to hurt Rhea Ripley because I was going to take everything from Rhea, and that very much included Dominik. But after spending so much time with him and hanging around with him, I guess I started catching feelings, and it all became very real to me. Morgan explained that it'll be interesting to see what transpires next between the two. Dominik Mysterio to join WWE faction. The Judgment Day and Liv Morgan betrayed? 3 directions for Dirty Dom following his new alliance on Raw. Dominik Mysterio is seemingly having a fallout with the Judgment Day and Liv Morgan on WWE RAW. Dirty Dom tried to reconcile with Rhea Ripley on Raw's Netflix premiere after Liv Morgan lost her Women's World Championship. His actions earned him Liv's wrath. Meanwhile, he hasn't had the best time working alongside Finn Balor in Judgment Day. In the latest edition of Raw, Chad Gable came to Dom for advice. The American-made leader passed him a note to help solve his luchador problem. Dominik Mysterio told his faction mates not to worry, but it looks like a new alliance has been formed. Check out the 3 directions for Dominik Mysterio following his new alliance on WWE RAW. Dominik Mysterio could join Chad Gable, an American-made. Chad Gable has led some notable factions recently. He built the Alpha Academy, which gave Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree a boost. Gable is currently working with the Creed brothers as part of American Made to give the 2 young stars the spotlight. Approaching Dominik Mysterio could mean that he has something in mind for the former NXT North American champion. Gable could also help Dominik whenever needed and invite him to join his faction. The Judgment Day member could ultimately ditch his current group and Liv Morgan to join Chad Gable's American-made attack JD McDonough and betray the Judgment Day and Liv Morgan. Finn Balor and JD McDonough originally planned to get their rematch against the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles on next week's episode of WWE RAW. However, Balor isn't 100% after his match against Damian Priest. Dominik Mysterio volunteered to take the Prince's place in the contest and represent Judgment Day. Dirty Dom could have something up his sleeve, as he doesn't want Judgment Day to worry about Chad Gable. The heel could gain even more heat on next week's Raw by attacking McDonough during the contest and leaving him to take the pin from the War Raiders. His actions could potentially turn members of Judgment Day into babyfaces while making Dominik Mysterio an even bigger heel. A rivalry against Finn Balor could do both stars some good. A character change for the Prince could finally elevate him, form a new faction with Malachi Black in WWE. Malachi Black had a good run in WWE NXT under Triple H, but his time on the main roster wasn't too great. He is currently working in AEW, but could move to WWE to work alongside his wife, Zelina Vega, again soon. Chad Gable's recent actions may have teased Black's WWE return. He mentioned that he was about to master the dark arts of Lucha Libre. The statement may have been a reference to Malachi Black and Zelina Vega's Dark Arts Gym Pro Wrestling School, that WWE fans could see Dominik Mysterio go on a hiatus to master the art of Lucha Libre, following which he could return with a new attitude alongside Malachi Black. Their return could come close to WrestleMania 41, where they could ignite a rivalry with Finn Balor and JD McDonough. It would be great to see the two sides collide at the show of shows before Black and Mysterio add more members to their dark faction. Veteran hates WWE's booking of Rhea Ripley exclusive. Liv Morgan vs. Rhea Ripley has been one of WWE's top storylines over the last few months. Fans have mostly reacted positively to the long-term rivalry, but Vince Russo is not convinced that on January 6th, Ripley defeated Morgan on the first episode of Raw on Netflix to recapture the Women's World Championship. Prior to that, the Aussie unsuccessfully challenged Morgan for the title at SummerSlam and Bad Blood in 2024. Russo appeared on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Riding with Russo alongside host Dr. Chris Featherstone. Discussing Ripley's past matches with Morgan, he questioned why she failed to win the title earlier. "Oh my god, bro, I gotta tell you, I hate the way they book her, man," Russo said. "She should not be going 50-50 with Liv Morgan. I'm sorry, man, Liv Morgan did great character work. She's done a really good job, but when you look at the two of them in the ring, they should not be going 50-50. They just shouldn't be." 046 to 112. Watch the video above to hear Russo explain why two heel turns could happen when Becky Lynch returns to WWE television. How Rhea Ripley failed to win Liv Morgan's title in 2024. At SummerSlam, Dominik Mysterio betrayed Rhea Ripley by distracting the referee to help Liv Morgan win the match. After the bout, Mysterio kissed Morgan at ringside, officially ending his 2-year alliance with Ripley. 2 months later, the Eradicator beat Morgan via disqualification at Bad Blood after being attacked by Raquel Rodriguez. Titles cannot change hands via disqualification during regular matches, meaning Morgan retained the Women's World Championship. In their recent Raw match, Ripley finally reclaimed the gold after hitting her long-term rival with her Riptide finisher twice in a row. What are your thoughts on Rhea Ripley's booking? Hit the discuss button and let us know. 4 female WWE superstars who can enter the 2025 Royal Rumble match at NUM.